In today's video, we're going to be paddling and reviewing the Eddyline Sky 10 on the Deschutes River. Right here, you'll see me going upriver on a little section, kind of working all the features, and then peeling out and floating downstream. A great way to learn a river if you don't have shuttles is to do this, but today we did have shuttles, so as we go downriver, I'm going to be calling out some of the features and eddy lines, and you're going to see a lot of peel-ins and peel-outs. This is a way for us to kind of hit home base on the river, pause, wait for friends, and then safely peel back out in the current. Going to give you the three things that I love about this Sky 10 so much. First is the seating is really the DNA of a touring boat. I have hip contact, I have padded thigh region right here, good foot braces, nice supported thighs, and an adjustable backrest that can go up or down and forward or back. That is giving this a performance-like fit, and you'll see today that I can use that to peel into eddies and play in the river features. Second thing that of course I love, like I just mentioned, is lightweight. And the third, and this is key to me, is bulkhead there and one all the way up front. And so we have three separate compartments. We basically have built-in flotation that in the event of a capsize, I can use the same type of rescue techniques that I would use in a sea kayak. And so this just really opens up where you can safely take this boat if you know those skills. This at 32 pounds is just a joy. Just kind of one arm in it, you know, no pressure on the shoulder, enjoyable. Shallow V-hull with hard chine is great for edging and performance. Nice firm stern for tracking as well as up in the bow. So I'm just setting up my cockpit. I've got a little throw bag right here, just a simple little river throw bag. And then this is my little Happy Paddle and Go bag. I wanted to show folks, when you are adjusting the seat height, you have 5 different height adjustments. And when I like to do that, I just hold the seat down here and then I unscrew this knob. And then from this position, it's really easy to put it into the other position and bring it back up. Your forward lean is adjusted right here. So I like to have mine a little bit back so I can relax on it. But when I'm paddling, I'm kind of up and off it and able to use a little more rotation and freedom of movement. I'm not wearing a spray skirt today, so this is just nice to get some of the extra drops. I can set it there or up into here and it locks in nicely and just there for a quick grab if I need it. Well, we're here at the put-in. My friends are getting all set up and into the boat. And so we start looking downriver and we see various features going on. For the most part, this is a fun, lazy river, but we do have wood to be aware of. Little snags like that are something I definitely want to be aware of, and we'll talk about it more. But what do we see right there? Is where that obstruction ends, we see the eddy line. And what that means is on the other side of that eddy line, the current is backfilling that space. So you actually probably have a little upstream current back there. And then right here on the left side of this eddy line is where the current is going downstream. If I want to enter this area, it's going to be easiest right at that point, right at the apex of the eddy line there. Whereas down here we get more confused water, and in bigger water that's going to be whirlpools. I'm in this eddy. I'm actually perched on a little low-hanging log here, but this is where the current's coming down from. And as it goes past this log right here, you're gonna see kind of that little eddy line. So when I pull out into the current, I have to slightly lean edge downstream. So I always say present the bottom of your boat to the current. Here we go. So I'm coming out toward the current, and I'm just gonna set a little bit, lift up on my left leg here. I have the brace if I need it. And out into the current I am. Now I'm in the eddy. I'm hanging out in a safe spot. I do have to watch out for that wood there. And now when I want to come back out in the current, I'm going to approach that eddy line at the tip, watching out for the wood, of course. Sweep stroke here, and I've got that low brace as I come out to the river. Now I'm back in the current. Keep my forward momentum with sweep strokes all the way to the stern, rotating, and I'm back to catching up. As I'm going down river, I look up ahead and I see, okay, there's a little bit of a riffle created by some sort of obstruction. My guess is a tree or a log. But on either side of it, you kind of see that nice V. This one to the left is going to be a little shallower, and the one to the right is going to be a little deeper, but we do have some logs and wood to be aware of. So we definitely want to not come up on whatever that is, but we're going to go right alongside of it here and see what created this little riffle here. I guess is a log or a rock. And it is a nice long log that could have flipped me over. So I go right alongside into that nice open green water or smooth water. Back in here we see the eddy that was created from that log kind of working itself out, and then back to river. Up ahead here we're gonna have a turn in the river from right side to left side. That high bank right there is called the cut bank, and the faster water is moving river right and around the outside, right around the outside, right around the outside of that bank where you see the high. So that is where the faster, deeper water is, but the problem is that faster, deeper water brings logs and so forth. So we need to maintain directional control of our bow as we come into that corner, in which case I'm gonna kind of have my bow not going straight into that corner, but I'm gonna use a sweep stroke on my right side to turn my bow to the left so that I can accelerate away from anything that may have piled up on this cut bank. I'm not gonna go all the way left because back behind there is an eddy from that point and I'll get stuck in shallow, slow water. So I'm gonna kind of stay on the left side of the highway here, if you will. Deep water, fast water going around the outside of the bend. I'm not gonna stay right on the right side of that, but I'm gonna stay kind of on the left side of it. And then accelerate and use sweep strokes, forward sweep strokes on my right side to help turn my boat. I'm hanging out waiting for my friends. I'm gonna hang kind of right behind this little eddy created just from this little stick. It literally drives me right into it, and with minimal effort, I can kind of stay right behind here and wait for my friends. So let's see how they do with their bow direction. So they need to use that big sweep stroke right there, and you can see that they're not pointed toward me, but they're pointed slightly to the right so they can accelerate from this steep thing and get away from stuff. So they're both doing it great. It's not really fast, they don't have to be doing a lot, but they have their bows pointed in the right direction. And if you look at this, they're not on the inside, but they're kind of on the outside of the highway, you know, to the river left, if you will. Now if Jim goes too far, he's gonna catch that slack water. So stability wise, once you kind of learn the boat, you know, it's pretty stable. So the Sky 10 has all that dynamic hull to it for edge turns, but once you kind of learn that, it's really stable no matter how you're sitting in it. Oh, we got an osprey up above. That's a wrap. What a great float, couple hours, and now we'll run shuttles, and lightweight boats, easy to load up, so off we go.